I didn't grow up broke. I was the only child on my mom's side, and I got everything I wanted. Trips to McDonald's with my grandfather, toys, shopping, clothes, you name it. But despite having stuff, I didn't have understanding. My first real memory of money, it wasn't even a lesson. It was watching somebody in my family file for bankruptcy. They were surrounded by all of this stuff, these clothes, these shoes. I mean, boxes of shoes, right? Never even worn. And that's when I realized that money can give you freedom or it can keep you stuck. And the truth is, in my family, we really didn't talk about money. No one could explain how it worked, what it meant, or, how to use it wisely. So when I was 17, my grandmother passed and she left me about $5,000 in a IRA. And I brought my first computer with that. The money didn't last. No one in my family, the ones that had control over the account, and they really didn't want to give me the money because obviously they didn't want me to spend it, but they had to because it was willed that way. But what they didn't know how to do was give me the guidance. Maybe they didn't even know how to. And at 17, I didn't know what I didn't know. I thought money was for spending. I thought it was for, mm, you know, debt. I thought debt was bad. I thought wealth was for other people. So I just want to tell you a little bit about me. Salam Willis, the founder of Right on Time Services. It's a tax and accounting advisory firm, and I help people move from financial confusion to chaos. And even after decades in accounting, it took me years to realize that knowing numbers isn't the same as understanding the psychology of money. And today I want to share with you the exact mindset shifts and tools that changed everything for me. It's funny. The wild part about it is I've worked in accounting for decades. You think that meant that I understood money? Yeah, I understood it on a grand scheme of things for the larger companies. But for years, it was just a job for me, a paycheck, a way to survive. I could definitely balance books, close out the month, reconcile accounts with no problems. But when it came to my own money, I was still feeling the confusion. Like I had anxiety. I didn't even know why. And then I realized that knowing numbers isn't the same as understanding your relationship with money. And that relationship is shaped by something deeper. It's your money story. And so, one of the most powerful tools that I use and what I share with my clients is called the money story rewrite. Your money story is an unconscious script that tells you what money means, what you deserve, what's possible for you. And I'm going to be honest, it's definitely soul searching in a way, but here's the steps on how you can rewrite your money story. So number one, identify the limiting beliefs that you have. You know, um, we go into much detail about this, but for the sake of this video, just ask yourself, what did you learn about money growing up? And step two, just ask yourself, like me, it's the name of the old story. For me, it was, feeling insecure about shopping because of seeing family members file bankruptcy. Um, so shopping was bad, right? So rewrite that, identify that. And then step three is create a new story. So replace that belief that you have from when you were growing up. Um, Replace that belief with supports that will entitle you to grow. Use money as a tool that creates options and freedoms, for example. But write that down and read it daily. Say it out loud to yourself. And, I even go so far as to record it on my phone and play it back. So that is what you can also do. Um, a bonus tip is to surround yourself with people who are already where you want to be, creating their wealth and their legacy, whatever that looks like for you. The conversations are definitely different. The mindset is elevating, and their standards will stretch you, and you can grow into an abundant an abundance in an environment that you were taught on scarcity. No, if I could go back and tell my younger self one thing, it would be to learn the psychology of money, build wealth, not just credit. And if you use that, use it as a tool, not a trap, right? You don't have to repeat the financial patterns that you were born into. You have the power to change your story, no matter how old you are or what job you have. And I'm proof of that. Now, I would love, love, love to hear from you. In what's the first memory of money that you have? What's one belief around this money that you're ready to let go? So drop that in the comment below. Let's break the cycle. And if this video resonates with you, go ahead, like, subscribe, and share to someone that needs to hear this. If you want to get your hands on the Rewrite Your Money Story worksheet, click the link in my description, and I cannot wait to hear your ahas. So thanks for watching, and remember, your story with money isn't over. You just get to rewrite it and start today. I'm Salam Willis. See you next time.